Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my Long Dark playthrough. And let's poke our head outside, right? It sounds a little nasty out there. Yeah. A little bit. You go 23 right now. I want to head north and check out the bunkers and the plane crash at least, right? Maybe Skeeters too. Be interesting if we could take out a moose, because we do have the distress pistol. Just really hoping I don't get broken ribs in exchange for going after the moose. Alright. What are some things we can do here? I can harvest some stuff here, I guess, right? That'll help kill some time. Wait for the wind to die down a bit. Or wait for the weather to do something. Let's put it that way, right? And then, this will warm up a little bit out there. I'm okay with being cold, but I don't want to be, extremely cold. So, let's see. That'll be another half an hour right there. Slightly ominous music. Not bad, right? We're inside. It's not doing too bad. I think the music started playing because I started getting hungry. All right. What do I have on me for food? Did I eat all the stinky stuff? Looks like I did. Have a couple granola bars. Leave our condensed milk here because it's slightly heavy. I don't want to deal with that. Go ahead and have a soda. Start the day off with a Stacy's grape soda. Okay, it sounds like the wind has died down. So let me get you over here as well. Just because I can, right? Let's go outside and see what's up, right? There we go. Do. Much better. I mean, for one, the wind has died down, right? Not blowing nearly as hard. And two, the air temperature did come up a little bit right now. There's wolf straight ahead of me. Okay, we're going this way. See you guys up there. 3 of them. Alright. If I can get up on the other side of these rocks here, there's usually a corpsicle up there that we can check out. Wolves are kind of right in the way, though, because they usually take that road up and around. But we're just going to go this way then instead. Alright. So if I remember correctly, like last episode I was mentioning, where are all the sticks at, right? If I remember correctly, the mod that was causing the issue last time was the Pine Needle Tea mod. I had installed again this time. So I went ahead and disabled that. It's a shame because I keep wanting to try it out, and pine needles never spawn, and it also removes the stick spawning whenever I was trying it. Which this is the first time I've been outside since I removed the mod, so I really doubt that we're going to see any sticks right now. But there should be some here soon. But hopefully, sticks in the future. But yeah, I have no idea why the mod acts. It's probably a conflict with another mod. Maybe Leatherworks, because Leatherworks spawns in tree bark. But if I don't get any sticks, I don't get tree bark either, which means leatherwork is kind of a good point. Hi, what are you doing with all these bullets? There's another one. Nope, that's just a chunk of bush. Really, just the one feather. Wow, even the crows are stingy right now. Oh, nope, there's two. And I could break this down, but no. Yeah, we are getting kind of chilled already. What is the weather at? Feels like -3 right now. Okay. Well, we were protected from the wind right there. How about now? -4. Just a little bit cooler was all. So I don't think I've talked about it, but I have a couple of mods installed that kind of change how the map works. And not this map, right? That map is just, what's it called now? I have two mods that modify the map. One is gives me a cursor, which I can't remember what it's called, map something or other. And then there's Tiny Tweaks map outline, which just makes the map a little bit easier to read, the words on the map anyway. Ooh, okay. I see saplings, I need to grab these. My hatch is not in the best condition, but something I need, right? The sooner the better on saplings. But the ones I'm talking about is there is Coastal Connection, I think is what the name of the mod is, which adds in a connection between Coastal Highway and Bleak Inlet, which I thought was kind of cool. And then the other one is the Long Development, which adds an entire another section. I mean, like almost far territory sized section to the map. So that should be fun. Okay, now we're getting even more chilled. Wind picked up, so yeah. We got 2 down arrows. I need to find something besides jeans for my legs, right? Everything else is decent. But the lack of jeans is, or the lack of pants is kind of the thing. There's nothing in here besides a deer corpse. Okay, or carcass. And really just one feather. Now, if you need to make a fire, there are plenty of branches around here I can get sticks from, but yeah, I'll have to actually break them down by hand first. Which, thankfully, you can break them down by hand. You don't have to use a tool on them. I mean, you can use a tool, and it is faster, but it's not required. Which, honestly, unless you're in a real hurry for some reason, then there's no point in using a tool for things like that. You don't have to. Save the durability if you can. I need to go up that way, so we have to cross this river here. Just kind of taking a peek up there to see, you know, if there's any obvious wolves or anything else around here. The answer to that question is no, not really. Cattails here. And in the past, I have had a mod called Cozy Cushions installed, which is about the only mod I've seen that adds a crafting recipe for cattail heads. I'm thinking about installing it again, just so I actually have a reason to collect cattail heads. And basically, you can make pillows you can sit on and whatnot while you're doing things. While you're sitting, you tend to burn less energy than you would if you were standing doing stuff. That and it's decoration, so. What is my cooking skill at? Probably nowhere near enough yet, right? Yeah, well, we're like halfway. I can't actually make teas until I hit level 2 cooking, so. haven't really been gathering mushrooms and rose hips because I can't do anything with them and they're just dead weight currently. But I might as well at least grab some. Depending on what we find up here, I may be able to actually get to level 2 cooking, especially if I manage to kill the moose. It's just going to be a lot we can do there. If we go that way, we can go to that farm over there. I'm going to hold off because there is a memento cache over that way. But the note is in a card down by Signal Hill that, well, relatively, between Signal Hill and the entrance to the pass, right? Keeper's Pass. And I just haven't gone up that way yet to check the car. So I'm going to have to go back there anyway in the future to get the memento. So not much point me going there now. I went there on my custom whiteout challenge was did, and I found 5 pieces of food inside of a box there, which is kind of insane. I need to get over that ridge there. That is way too steep to walk up, though. Might be able to get over this way, though. And -8. Okay, yeah. Just checking to see if maybe I can light a torch if I need to. And so far we can. Look, it's bunnies! I'm going to leave them alone for right now. I don't need to stink. It's still before noon, though. I could start a fire, I guess, right? It's relatively nice weather. Start a fire, I can warm up, I could harvest some bunnies. I just... Oh no, I didn't spook it. Okay, nice.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Bunny hopping towards the bunny. Hey. Oh, I actually missed. Dang it. Run, little bunny, run. You didn't run very far, though, did you? You are a very stubborn rabbit. Oh, that was even more of a pathetic squeak than normal. Okay, we're going to come down here. I'm going to drop you there. Let's go up and get the other one, bring him down with his buddy here. There you are. There can be a wolf in this area. And I don't want him coming to say hello until, you know, at least I have a fire up and running. So, I can do that. I'm going to take 10 minutes to break this down. Okay. 60% chance, really? Is that it? Can I use... No, I cannot. No magnifying glass.
Come on, little fire. Damn it.
I didn't bring any books, did I? I didn't. I mean, I have a lot of skill books on me that I really should not have brought with. They are kind of heavy.
Come on, little fire.
Why is it like a 60% chance of starting a fire fails like 80% of the time? You know what? I've already wasted 2 matches. Let me use a cardboard to light this match, or light this torch. And then we'll use the torch to start the fire with. And that way I can quit wasting matches. There we go. All right, let's go and put this thing away. Go ahead and add that on. A couple of those. Hour, 48 minutes. God. One of the reasons I decided to set the fire up where I did is because I saw the branches on the ground there. There's another one over there. Alright. I need to get some real tools. Actually, it's the tool quality mod, I think it is, that's causing this time. Because of how damaged everything is, right? I'm going to use the axe, because otherwise I'm going to lose calories. Minutes. We got 11 minutes. Okay, that's enough to go grab this. That didn't take the whole 10 minutes. Or the rabbit lied to me about how long it would take. I should have done that before. Hour and 11, you have 25 minutes. Do that. Okay, 10 minutes. 28. Let's go ahead and use the hand now that we've gotten the carcass torn open. Got 4 minutes left on you. 19. What, 14 minutes? How long does it take to skin a rabbit? 22 minutes. You know, that's fine. I'll take that. Sounds like my fire's dying down. It is. But we did get the hide, and we did get this rabbit cooked. I don't want to keep that to... Oh, I've got so many books on me. Keep that stick to start a fire with, if need be in the future. We're not actually all that chilled. I think the air temperature's come up by quite a ways. Okay, I'm going to leave the guts there because they're just going to stink anyway. Oh yeah, the air temperature's warmed up a decent amount. Because right now, I don't smell like anything. Which is rather surprising because my hands are covered in blood and I was just hanging out next to a campfire. Apparently the wolves around here don't associate fire with, you know, food. let's see if I look at this here, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. Let me maybe go to food. Okay, well, that's a thing. That's kind of cool. Statues, I forgot about those. Forgot which mod adds those in. It'll be in the mod list in the description, though. Here we go. Prepared burdock. He's the only one I can actually make right now. Just kind of strange, but okay. If I was to go here, see there's no actions attached to it either. But I just got, what was it, 4 more points to my cooking skill, so... Kind of. Hunger Revamped also reworks how you get points towards the cooking skill. And one of those is like, say if you cook like half a kilogram of meat, you have a 50% chance of getting a skill point out of it. It's to avoid people, you know, doing the slivers of meat for extra skill points. And you take and carve a bear into like 0.1 kilograms per slice of meat strips, basically. And then you get 1 skill point per piece of meat you cook. Yeah. It's an exploit, honestly. But Hunger Revamped, good, elegant solution for it. I think I noticed on that first small bit, like 0.2 kilogram or whatever it was, I did not get a skill point for. I wasn't really paying attention to the other ones, but... Alright. I was just remembering, there was a mod I was playing with, it was Timberwolves Anywhere. And I ran into a Timberwolf pack right next to the plane crash. It's like, I hope they're not here. Because they did add Timberwolves to more regions, more zones, what do you want to call them. And I haven't really been paying much attention to specific updates with the game. Generalized ones like that, yeah. So I know to be on the lookout for Timberwolves now. But I haven't actually gone through like the lists anybody has made and, you know, exactly where each Timberwolf pack is. See, I can't get up around that way. Can I get up through here? Yes, we can. And we're at the plane crash, right? I did skip the Prepper's Cache by accident. Could have turned right a little bit sooner. But, you know, this is good. This is something to do. I wonder if that bear still wanders through here. I have actually gotten attacked by a bear here before, so... There are lots of things to check here. And I'm just going to gather everything I can. Probably drop it off down by the bottommost section of the plane. Yeah, where do you find all the food at down there? Is there anything through here? Nope. You can get stuck there, so be careful. Something in here? Okay. Empty and empty. Okay, good. Just double checking I got those. It's also a great place to come for feathers if you're in Pleasant Valley. Looks like basically a giant buffet for, you know, the crows. Alright. Is there anything up here at all? That doesn't look like it. That's just a chunk of wing. So... Hey! Got the tricolor flask. Nice. There's all this birch wood here, right? There's no birch bark. Not like I can do much with birch bark at the moment anyway, but definitely worth collecting. This birch bark can be a lifesaver. Grab some food. Check these, even though there's never anything in those. There might be at some point in the time, you know, in the future, who knows. It might only be on lower difficulties as well, so. I'm finding a whole bunch of just, honestly, crap. Right, running shoes, and hoodies, shirts, you know, dress shirts, t-shirts, down vests. Okay, those are worth it. Those I'll have to repair, but they're worth it. That's not. Okay, now we are kind of cold, right? Meaning we're like 60%-ish or something like that. But lots of food. Why would you have a tinder plug on you, dude? Freaking pilot. What do you need to start a campfire for? Alright. Chocolate bar. Okay. Wow, the only pair of pants I found was another pair of jeans. Okay, we are sheltered from the wind, and since we're sheltered here, we're actually warm. How big are these containers up here? 30 kilos. Okay. You know, that will work, because I'm just going to put some clothing in here. Hey, the crows are back. So we got some food out of it and a pair of climbing socks. They are better than the wool socks I'm wearing currently, even though they're at 22%, so I need to be careful not to destroy those. And we're actually warm here. Okay. So, go here. Scrap clothing. Honestly, that's all it's going to be used for. I should have probably left it on the ground, honestly, but I just didn't want to make a mess and have to pick it all up individually later. I'll come back and grab it, and we'll take it to the farmhouse or Thompson's or somewhere. I don't know. A farmhouse is just such a good spot. I might end up moving my base there anyway. But Thompson's has got the radio, so... Honestly, they should put the radio in like Draft Dodgers or something. I mean, Thompson's Crossing, the community center's already got a ton of stuff going for it. I don't really think it needed much more, right? I mean, there's lots of loot there. There's a 6-burner stove. Hey, nice. They gave me another one while I was busy doing stuff. And it's a good location. It's right next to the mine entrance, you know, that leads to Coastal Highway. Of course, farmhouse is right next to, you know, where it goes to the dam. And it has a 6-burner stove as well. It's got a good amount of loot by itself. Just thinking though, there's a lot of other options in Pleasant Valley. They didn't have to choose a community center for that. We are heavy, but we have a good amount of food now. I'm not sure how much food, stuffs and whatnot, you know, pre-apocalypse stuff I'm going to hoard. I've been watching Zisto do his Final Loper Bunny is what he's calling it. And he's got an idea where he's going to be gathering every, like, pre-collapse or pre-Aurora thing he can get his hands on and displaying it in museums. I'm like, it's not bad, but he's also streaming. So there's a cave over there I should probably check out. And I imagine it'd be easier to keep people focused on, you know, what you're doing if you're streaming rather than doing YouTube videos. So I don't want to do something incredibly boring, like hauling, you know, like 5 metric tons of stuff into various locations around. I think I'll have one main base set up somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. I mean, I am fond of the hunting lodge in Broken Railroad as well. Really do like that zone, or that building. It's a little bit fun to get to, but not bad. Here's our prepper cache. I think I walked up just to the other side of the crest of the hill here. But the hunting lodge would be a really good spot for that as well, and it's somewhat centrally located between our territories and the rest of the map, and we did not luck out with this one. Well, there's a first aid kit with a string bundle in it. Okay. And, you know, we're here. We could do, you know, this, right? Set that up right. Kind of like that, maybe. Got some boxes with nothing in them. Got a crate with nothing in it. Move the bucket around, I guess. Come on, let's try again. There you go. Shelves, but you can't move the bricks around, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, if I could, I would love to gather like all the bricks from around the world and take them into one area and make like a fake half wall or something out of them. Kind of interesting. All right, so how are we doing on bandages? We have 4. I should probably make a couple, right? Okay. Nothing else that did warm us up a little bit. Let me have some chicken. I think airline food is generally safe to eat, although we do have the reworked food poisoning. .03 kilograms. Airline food's also nice because it actually gives you hydration when you eat it. I mean, not a huge amount, but it doesn't drain your water. Okay, well, it started snowing again. Fairly cold. Yeah, I am kind of a little torn on where I want to go next, right? We are going to go hit up the other prepper's cache. The one that is at the base of the rope leading to Timberwolf. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother going to Timberwolf yet or not, though. A lot of it's going to depend on if I can find a freaking hacksaw. Or not hacksaw, whetstone. A whetstone, that's it. That's all I need. Do I have a hacksaw? No, I don't. Okay, hammer. Hammer's pretty good, though. I could go to Desolation Point and actually do some forging. That might not be a bad option. I won't really be able to do arrowheads yet, but I may get lucky and find a couple of skill books on the way there for arrows, for shooting, bows, all that. Archery, that's the word I was looking for. It is like 3 a.m. I apologize. Couldn't sleep, and I'm like, you know what? Let's play a nice chill game. And honestly, you can't get much more chill than the Long Dark. We do have our bedroll with us. But it's kind of a moot point to sleep here, whenever, especially because it's just now sunset, right? And that means that by the time I wake up fully rested, it's going to be, you know, just before dawn probably. It's going to be cold as hell. There's no guarantee the weather's going to stay nice like it is right now. I mean, sun's down. Feels like +1. Because we're out of the wind right now. That's not bad. I mean, once we get back into the wind, then it drops to like -1, but... yeah, this is... especially for the state of our clothing right now, this is actually really good weather. And I don't want to miss out on it. We are probably going to get wet. Yeah, we are getting wet. Our outer layers are getting a bit damp, but that's fine. It'll dry out when we actually do sleep, which will probably be at the static cache. One at the base of Timberwolf. Yeah, the wind has picked up quite a bit. You just slow down a lot walking into the wind. Here, let me... no, not that. Get this out. Because there can be a bear in the area. There can also be wolves. Pretty sure the moose will leave me alone. I mean, he's over by Skeeters, which is on the other side of that ridge of rocks there, so... I could go check out Skeeters too, but... I mean, a moose hide would be great. The only thing I have right now to carve up animals, I have a flint knife, which is honestly slower than using my hands at this point. And, you know, it's going to break soon. I'd rather save it for opening canned food. And I have a splitting maul, basically. Which is just barely better than using my hands.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
And now the wind has picked up as well. So I wouldn't even be able to actually start cooking the moose while it's still not frozen. A freaking blizzard, really? Okay. What day are we on? Day 4? Okay, yeah. What did I mark down here? Okay. Not letting me see right now. But no, especially with the fact that there's this blizzard now. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm hunting that moose. It's going to be gone by the time I get there at this point. If it was even there in the first place. Moose aren't there 100% of the time.
Can't feel my hands.
How soaked are we getting? Yeah, we're well on our way to getting drenched. There's the hunter's blind right here. Really desperate times, this would offer us just a little bit of shelter in here. Is there? Oh, there's an arrow. Okay. Is there nothing in here? There is, but yeah. If you can build a fire either in it or under it, then that'll keep you alive in a blizzard, as long as you have the fuel. Oh, hey, cool, we just hit wall fed. Nice. That will help. I couldn't remember if Hunger Revamped let you actually hit the wall fed or not. It might be based on your calorie store. I'm not sure. And we're here. So let me grab that. 'Cause that takes almost no time. Chopping up one of these limbs would take way too long and I'd probably get frostbite. It's not like I can scribble a map right now, but I probably should be doing some mapping at least. I do want to... I mean, I've already gotten the achievement for, you know, Faithful Cartographer. But it gives me something to do as well, so I want to do it again, right? Okay, we're here. Nice. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Locked, locked. We got it for torches right now. I've got... You know, let's use the 26% one. Hey, look, we can see. And let there be light. Let me charcoal. We got a hacksaw. 77% is pretty good. That will be useful for harvesting creatures, right? Creatures like the animals around Great Bear Island or some sort of mythological beast or something like that. Alright. And we've got a filing cabinet here. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff to make tinder with. And that's kind of it for this, right? I mean, we got some boxes we can break down. Got a crate over here I can smash down. Here, I'm going to save this for starting fires, right? We'll break this down by hand. Look, we're warm, but now we're cold. And there was nothing under the box. That's what I was curious about.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. Now, can I make a pry tool still? Yes, I can. I can make a barbed rifle? Really? Oh, yeah, I need all that very stuff. I don't know if that stuff's going to be obtainable in this playthrough, though. Gun parts, maybe. Right. Now, the pry tool has 2 uses. But it's going to snap after this. And worn out pry tool. Right, so go here, now we harvest it, and we get the cloth back. Just looking at what I brought with me, and I really probably should not go to Timberwolf right now. Got way too much stuff on me. I got, well, yeah, got a lot of stuff on me. Were we reading this? No, we were reading the archery book, maybe? No, actually we haven't started reading anything yet. Okay. So we're going to need 2 archery books just to hit level 2, which will enable me to make arrowheads. And I think arrows, but level 3, oh, speaking of arrows, is what I need to reach to make bows. There's no way I can refill you, is there? No, I can just dispose of it. Alright, let me... Go through. How many cattails do we have? 9? Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit up Skeeter's Ridge on the way back, right? What am I doing on tinder? 3 cattail heads and 6 tinder. Okay, let me... some harvesting here as well. From Skeeter's, we can hit up Draft Dodgers if I don't get lost on the way this time. I took a right instead of a left the last time I went to go there. And I've got 5 rolls of newsprint. Okay, let me go to the actual crafting window then. This way I can craft all of them at once. If you do it from your inventory, you can only craft one at a time. Okay, we are exhausted now. It's fine. Let's go ahead and have some more water. I'm only going to sleep for like 10 hours. That's right, for 4 days, 2 hours, and 52 minutes. Very nice. These are 12% cured, so they're like basically an eighth of the way there, right? We got spring risk already, so with all the stuff I've got on me, I wouldn't be able to make the rope into Timberwolf as it is. I'd have to leave stuff here, and then it's a hassle because whenever I come back from Timberwolf, I'm going to be carrying a lot of stuff, and yeah. So when I get here, I'd have to, you know, pick up even more stuff, and let's just go ahead and some more chicken. I bet you can't reheat those things, but it kind of makes sense because they're in a plastic tray, right? And our only method of heating things up is to either put them next to a campfire or directly onto like a stove. And that really wouldn't work out all that well. Yeah, let's hit up point. There's a wolf over there. Point of disagreement. We hit up the cave too, the waterfall cave. There, nope, there you are. Sometimes finding like the sweet spot to actually interact with those is a pain. And again, that is not something we can do anything about right now. For the bandages, I think we have to hit up Burdock. Or not Burdock. Wow. We have to get our mending skill up in order to make the old man's beard. Do I have... Okay, I do have antiseptic. I do not have pain pills or antibiotics, though. That is slightly worrying. Yeah, this way we can go around that wolf that was just over there. Not worry about it. If I really want to, I could hunt some rabbits over here at the entrance to the waterfall cave. Something River Park or whatever it's called over here. Yep, so there's at least 2 rabbits down there right now. Here, let me grab you. I should have left the rabbit hides on the ground just to cure overnight as well. Oh well. Hey guys, run away. Misty Falls picnic area, that's what it is, okay. Hey, there we go. We got a backpack and a container over here. A single revolver cartridge. And a soda. Okay. This is also one of the places you can find the insulated flask. In this zone. Is on the picnic tables over there. This cave is fun because there's a waterfall inside you can go through and check behind. there can be some pretty decent loot behind the waterfall as well. Hey, there's coal in here. Nice. And another bedroll. More matches, nice, okay. I can tell we're going to be heavy when we leave here. There's coal and there was an extra bedroll, so yeah. How heavy are torches compared to 0.3 kilos, and cedar is half a kilo each, okay. But I can get like 5 torches out of 1 cedar. So, I'm like, would it be less to do it that way? Yes, that question is no. It would actually increase my weight to turn a cedar plank, I guess we can call it, into torches. And honestly, with the whole furniture customization stuff and whatnot, I should be saving all the wood, just using sticks to make fires with. Reclaimed wood, not so much of an issue. There's so much of that around. Especially you start busting open crates, then we're fine. Okay, this is going to take me back to this room here. Nope, no charcoal. Okay. There is a little hole you can crawl through, I think, right? To get back there. Yeah, straight ahead here, right? Like, I know I just saw it. Where was it at, though? Fur? Fur's good, but it is heavier than cedar. But it does burn longer, so... Yep, here's the waterfall, right? Put this away, and we're going to... Oh, I never equipped my extra hat, or my new hat. Get naked, Astrid. Because that's cold, and it's wet, and it would soak all your clothing.
If I don't warm up soon.
And the peaches, we've got newsprint, Cowichan, and worn. Okay, yeah, it was definitely worth coming back here. I need a repair kit now, a sewing kit. And a lantern. The Spelunker's lantern, even. Ooh, the good one. It doesn't throw off quite as much light as the storm lantern, but the fuel will last longer. I'm too heavy to run right now. Okay, so... Oh. Actually, how does... Better windproofness and all that, those stats don't matter. It's this one's the only one that matters because I have a coat on. .9 for those, okay. There we go. Now we're going to start warming up again, and I can go here and... Oh, not that. There to there. The lantern. And it even came with a pretty good amount of fuel in it. Makes it even better. Yeah, I'm not too heavy to run. Putting clothing on actually reduces the effective weight of the clothing, which makes sense, right? Which for things like boots and whatnot. You'll notice the weight a lot more, you know, if it's in a backpack or you're carrying it in your hands, and you will notice it if you're actually wearing them on your feet. Well, sit flat. Thank you. We are all the way warm now. Let me go ahead and have some food, right? Or 42%? Yeah, no, we're not risking those. Actually getting kind of low on water. I brought 2.5 liters for like 2 days. So that's not quite enough, about 1.5 liters a day, it looks like. Alright, anything else around here? Mainly coal. Coal is the ultimate renewable fuel source, which is hilarious because definitely not in real life, that's for sure. Although, honestly, one coal seam would last one person for like 20 lifetimes easily. When you start, you know, providing heat and power for, you know, millions of people, that coal doesn't really last forever. Here's the question. I still want to go by skeeters, right? Yeah, we're only getting 0.37 kilos from our well-fed. Let me go ahead and we're just going to shred these. It should reduce the weight a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to like repair anything right now. This would be a good opportunity to repair stuff, but I don't have a toolkit. I don't have any sewing kits. I do have a box of nails. I got this from breaking open that crate, by the way. 2 bedrolls, 100% and 81%. I have a can opener. Nice. I didn't even remember I had a can opener. So, going to Skeeters. There's not much reason to go there, except for I might find a sewing kit there. Or a couple other small things.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I mean, as it is right now, we are burdened, but we are able to sprint if need be. I'm getting kind of low on torches as well. Thought I just heard ptarmigan. Nope, guess not. Okay. There are some tree creaking noises that sound like ptarmigan, but they don't repeat, so... -14, it's not bad. We are a little tiny, slightly a bit warmer because we got our wool long johns now. But if I can repair those and that cowichan, then that's going to be a huge boost to our temperature. It's going to definitely offset the fact that we're still wearing 2 pairs of jeans. Which, thankfully, we have 2 pairs of jeans, so... There are 2 wolves, then. Dang it. Hammer time. Having to select which one to light my torch with is what got me there. Should have just gone for a flare. You know what? Or a flare gun. Sorry, distressed pistol. At least with the distress pistol, doesn't matter if we have a sprained wrist or not. So there's that other one there. Oh, there's Maple right there by you, dude. Alright. Come on. Fuck it. Was not having him attack me again. Nice. It went for the tool with the higher durability. Do I want to get a wolf hide now? I mean, I'm going to get a ton of wolf hides in the future. Let's look at things real quick, right? None of the wolf stuff is actually showing up. The Northfolk clothing mod seems to be a little right now. Because I know that that mod has wolfskin boots and a wolfskin hat. Which I just like how the wolfskin hat looks, so that's why I would go ahead and make that. They're not showing up because they're actually integrated with the Survivor Knowledge mod. Oh, hello, Mr. Bear. Yeah, I'm going to ignore you. We're going to go this way. That's another good reason to go to Skeeter's Ridge. I can... Because he's, like, walking right down the road. So... in the way right now. Yeah, the other clothing mod I have is a clothing pack by the Killer Grease. TKG. That's what's adding in, like, the hazardous boots. Yeah, the Kim boots. Hard hats. Minor stuff. We need tarp sheets for. Okay, good. I need to remember that. Apparently we can make rabbit skin stuff at level 1. That's good to know. You have a couple more rabbit hides on me, and there is a workbench at the farmhouse, so... Rabbit skin mittens might not be a bad thing to start aiming for. Push you're locked. Hey, I see some jerky. Nice. Recycle can. Hey, I can make water while we're out and about now, because I left all my cans at the farmhouse. She's been hoarding those stems and hiding them in the piano. God knows why. Deal with it. Thank you. And now we can raid the piano next time we go back to Thompson's Crossing. And we can get ourselves at least one stem and probably some pain pills and painkillers, or what do you want to call them, right? Didn't see you from the back window. Got another corpsicle over here. And, yep, nope, nothing. Okay. So I have a mod in here installed, which I've never actually seen do anything so far. So I'm kind of wondering. I'm going the wrong way. That would take me back up to the cache up there. And that is Survivor's Legacy. Where there's a chance that you will find a frozen corpse somewhere in the world that comes from somebody else who died with that mod, the mod installed, with a little personal message on there and a couple items that they had on them when they died. I've never seen it, you know, happen yet. So I'm thinking everybody's got the mod installed. It's just too good and they don't die. So, like my last character with my 500-day run, soccer run that never completed. Because a good portion of the mods in there broke with the update. I was waiting for the update. I didn't think that, like, it was over a third of the mods I had installed were not updated for the mod, or the update, and it just, I can't even load into that world anymore. That character's gone. But the character never died. right? So they're just in purgatory at this point. Completely stuck in limbo. Do I want to go here? I think it's on the other side of this rock is where I go left. How much longer do we have on the pain on this frickin' wolf attack? 2 hours 47. I can go ahead and actually bandage my wrist, I guess. I only really need to bandage it to, A, to make it go away. Which it would also do if I went to sleep for a couple hours. Or B, to use a bow or a rifle. Anything two-handed, right? The stress pistol, which is what I actually have, or the revolver. Then you can get by with just one hand. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially with as much kickback as that revolver's got. You think you would need both hands to keep that thing down. It uses the same size actual bullet as the rifle does. Which is the only way to, you know, look at it whenever they both use the same bullet to be crafted. Alright. We could go back to the plane crash. Maybe get some more feathers. That would be about the only reason. But yeah, Skeeter's is like right next to the plane crash. That door I opened in the plane, if I had gone through there and then around the corner. Oh, the moose is here. How stupid am I going to be? Alright. Am I going to be dumb enough to attack a moose? I think I'm going to be dumb enough to attack a moose.
This stuff will come in handy.
Of course, not like I'm going after it with a revolver this time. That was interesting. Ooh, new thick wool sweater. Hello. That plus a cowichan. Once I get the cowichan repaired, we'll be doing really good on at least upper body temps. Right.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Me. Put your complaint in, Astrid. Yeah, I can no longer run because I am too heavy. I could have my coffee. That might give me just enough weight. Nope. It's the whole fatigue reduce thing, right? And it refills your fatigue meter just a little bit. We're still at max, so we're now at 0.39 instead of 0.38 kilograms. Okay, it is reloaded already. Just making sure. Because that is a way to get yourself stomped by this freaking moose, right? And it didn't kill it. It is freaking out, though. I don't know if it'll bleed out or not, though. I figured it would one-shot it. That is just hilarious now. There's a moose running around with a flare stuck in his head. Moose don't usually bleed out. You can see he's not dropping blood everywhere. But I don't think he's going to be an issue for the moment with him running around with a flare stuck in his forehead.
This will come in handy.
Okay, more antiseptic. Sure, why not? He may be like a wolf too, because he's panic running right now, but if he actually like comes in contact with me, he may initiate the whole, you know, stomping. So the flare is still in his head, but he's now calmed down. He's no longer flashing like an emergency vehicle. How many of these things are you gonna take, dude? Seriously. All right, let's come over here, right? And I've got a bunch of wood to drop off. I've got 31 tinder plugs now. Okay, the second one didn't stick into them. So I don't know if that's going to have any effect or not. All right. Okay, we're getting closer to getting our weight down, right? Picked up a wool shirt. We also had that thin wool sweater. Go away. I don't want to leave any food in there. Squeeze a bedroll into a first aid kit, though. That's kind of hilarious. Okay. Where did Moosey go? There's Moosey. We can run now, though, if need be, right? He didn't move a whole lot during that 10 minutes I was breaking a branch. He's already been nailed twice by flares, right? He needs to come closer. All right, come on. How many shots is this going to take to put this guy down? Love when I shoot him, though, he turns into an emergency vehicle as he's running around. He calmed down pretty quick again. Now he's back there in the trees yet again. Alright, come on, guy, get out of here. Would you? I have 2 shots left of the distress pistol. You know, honestly, he can die about anywhere. Oh, he just ran again. Huh, okay. Well, I will go ahead and grab this branch then. "56 minutes left, okay. Okay. That was weird. He was like in mid-run pose for a minute there. That one didn't count. Dang it. I think the second one I put into him didn't actually count either. But he has taken definitely 2 direct hits to the dome with a frickin' distress flare, so... Alright, well. Why aren't you dead yet? Come on. Come on. That was it. That was my last shot. And I have nothing else I can deal damage with. You jerk. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, Signing out. Have fun.